Okay, let's get into it. We're diving into what it really takes to, you know, successfully play music as a team. What does it actually mean when a whole group of people plays together as one?
That's the core question, isn't it? We're talking about a musical ensemble.
Ensemble.
Yeah, the word itself is French, and it literally just means together or at the same time. And that single idea, that's basically the whole mission.
So that unity is what the audience actually hears. It's a team, right? A team of musicians with one goal: blend all their individual sounds into one single piece of music.
It's a great way to put it. It's like mixing paint. You have all these separate colors, but the goal is to create one complex and unified image.
And that takes a ton of cooperation.
Oh, intense cooperation.
Yeah.
And constant listening. You aren't just thinking about your own notes. You have to be actively monitoring everyone else in the room.
It sounds like a pretty high-stakes kind of teamwork. I mean, success depends on everyone agreeing on some basic rules before a single note is even played.
Absolutely. You have to agree on the exact speed, the tempo, and the volume, what we call dynamics.
Because if the bass player starts slow and the flute player starts fast,
It's an instant mess. The music just crumbles. Or, if one person plays way too loudly, they completely cover up the main melody. The whole piece just falls apart.
so the team effort is ruined before it even begins.
Exactly. It's a really delicate balance that needs everyone to be synchronized from the very first second.
Okay, so we know the goal is unity. But these musical teams, they come in all sorts of different sizes and shapes. What are some of the groups a young musician might actually run into?
The range is huge. You could be in the smallest possible group, a duo, just two people, or you could be in a massive full orchestra,
Which can have over 100 members, right?
easily. Let's look at a few classic examples. The string quartet is a perfect one to start with.
Okay, what makes that a team?
It's a fantastic example of specialization. It's a dedicated team of 4 instruments, 2 violins, 1 viola, and 1 cello.
And they all have different jobs.
Very clear, non-negotiable roles. The violins usually get the high melodies, while the viola and cello provide all that rich harmony and the bass foundation. Every instrument is essential.
And then if you switch to something totally different, like a jazz band, the whole team structure changes.
Completely. A jazz team usually combines the bright sounds of brass instruments like trumpets and saxophones with a really crucial rhythm section.
The heartbeat of the band.
The heartbeat, exactly. That's usually your drums, bass, and piano. They provide this constant rhythmic foundation that everyone else gets to improvise and solo over.
You also see groups that are super specialized, right? Like just one instrument family.
For sure. You've got woodwind ensembles, flutes, clarinets, oboes that create this really cool airy texture. Or
Yeah.
for singers, choir groups.
Where everyone is divided up by their vocal range.
Exactly. Soprano, alto, tenor, bass.
Yeah.
Each one has a specific pitch lane they have to stay in to make the whole thing work.
And in popular music, the teams are often smaller, but they're just as reliant on that balance.
Take a modern rock band. It's usually a small group, electric guitars, bass, drums. The team is so tight. If the drummer misses a single beat, the entire song can just grind to a halt.
So no matter the team, they all depend on the same fundamental skills. Let's start with maybe the most important one: time. Keeping a steady beat.
It's the absolute foundation. Everyone in the group has to feel that same pulse. If your internal clock is running fast and mine is running slow, we are not playing together.
And someone usually provides that foundation, right?
Yeah, in many bands, it's the drummer or the bass player. They act as the sort of human metronome, the anchor that everyone else locks onto.
And that word metronome is key. That little clicking device you use in practice, it's your timekeeper.
It is. Because without it, musicians have a natural tendency to speed up when the music gets exciting or slow down when it gets difficult. The metronome stops that from happening.
But there's more to time than just the notes you play.
Ah, yes. This is where the teamwork really comes in. The rests, the moments of silence written in the music, are just as important as the notes.
Because if you don't count them...
You'll come in at the wrong moment and throw everyone else off.
Yeah.
You have to keep counting in your head, even when you're not making a sound.
It's like waiting for your turn in a relay race. You have to be marking the time silently.
Precisely. And just as we need to be together in time, we also have to be together in sound. That brings us to tuning and intonation.
Right. Before you play anything, every single instrument has to be tuned to the exact same pitch. If one is even a tiny bit off.
It sounds unpleasant. Discordant is the technical term. Your B flat has to be the exact same as my B flat.
And in a big orchestra, there's a whole ritual for this, isn't there?
There is. To make sure it's fair and unified, the oboe player usually plays a concert, a note, that's the official reference pitch, and every single other musician adjusts their instrument to match it.
That's so specific. Why the oboe?
Because the oboe has a really piercing, clear, and stable tone. It's easy for everyone else to hear and match.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the harder instruments to adjust on the fly, so it makes a great benchmark.
So once you're tuned, you have to stay in tune. That's where intonation comes in.
Right. If tuning is the setup, intonation is the skill you use during the performance. It's how accurately you play your notes in real time. For a string player, it means putting your finger in the exact right spot.
And if your intonation is off, the note sounds kind of wobbly.
Wobbly, blurry, unstable. That's like a picture that's almost in focus, but not quite.
And this is made more complicated because instruments are so sensitive.
Oh, hugely. We talk about tuning like it's a one-time thing, but it's a constant battle. The environment, like heat and humidity, can make instruments go out of tune mid-song.
So musicians are making tiny adjustments the whole time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Without the audience ever noticing. It's an auditory tightrope walk.
Okay, so we've got the individual's job, down, rhythm, pitch. But when you have 100 people on stage, how do you get that level of coordination?
That's where you need a master plan and a single leader. In large groups, that's the conductor. They are the ensemble's heartbeat, the ultimate coordinator.
It's so interesting because they don't make any sound themselves, but they control the whole performance. What are they actually showing with their hands?
They're communicating everything. They use a baton or just their hands to show the performers exactly when to start, when to stop, and, crucially, the tempo, the precise speed.
And they also show the volume, right? The dynamics.
Yep. They use these expressive gestures to signal those changes. If a conductor makes a big, sweeping gesture.
That might mean play louder.
Exactly. And a small, tight movement might mean bring it down. They're the single source of truth for the whole team.
And to manage all of that, they're using the team's blueprint, the full musical score.
The score is everything. It's this special, huge book that shows the notes for every single instrument in the group, all stacked on top of each other.
So while a clarinet player only sees their one line of music,
The conductor sees how the clarinet line fits with the trumpets and the violins and the percussion all at the same time.
I bet those scores can get pretty big.
They can be the size of a phone book. They're organized with all these different staves, the 5-line musical charts, one for each instrument. It lets the conductor see how everything fits together.
And this map has its own language, too, those Italian words.
That's the universal language of music. Terms like allegro for fast or forte for loud. It means a musician in London and a musician in Tokyo can look at the same score and understand the exact same instruction.
Okay, so we have the map and the heartbeat. Let's go back to the players. They need more than just the map. They need a really sophisticated skill, which is just intense listening.
This is what separates a good musician from a great ensemble player. You have to constantly be doing 3 things at once. Hearing your own sound, watching the conductor, and absorbing the sound of the rest of the group.
Why is it so important to listen to the whole group? Can't you just trust them to do their job?
You can't because, well, people drift. If you're playing a hard part and you stop listening to the trumpet player with the melody, you might subconsciously slow down a little.
Or play too loudly?
Or play too loudly, exactly. If you only focus on yourself, you are guaranteed to fall out of sync with the team.
So this active listening leads us to 2 other big ideas: dynamics and balance.
Dynamics, like we said, is just the volume. But balance is how you use dynamics in a team. It's the art of making sure every part can be heard at the right level.
And this is where that big rule comes in. The background parts can't drown out the main melody.
It requires a lot of self-awareness. A skilled ensemble player knows when their part is just support and when it's the main feature. They have to know when to step back.
And that contrast is what makes the music exciting for the audience.
Totally. If everyone played at maximum volume all the time, it would just be flat and tiring. It's the shift from a whisper to a roar that creates drama.
So how is all this teamwork and control actually built? It must happen in the rehearsal room.
Rehearsals are everything. They're the practice sessions where the group learns how to actually play together. But there's a really important rule here.
You have to show up prepared.
You have to. Rehearsals are not for you to learn your own notes. You do that at home. Rehearsals are for learning how to listen, how to blend, how to follow.
So the conductor stops and starts a lot, I imagine.
Constantly. They'll stop to fix a mistake, check the tuning, or ask just one small section, like just the trombones, to play a tricky part by themselves. It's all about troubleshooting.
And all that hard work has to build confidence, which you're going to need when you finally get in front of an audience and, well, stage fright hits.
It's a completely normal feeling. Your heart races, your hands might shake.
Yeah.
Almost every performer deals with it.
But being in an ensemble has to be a big help with that.
It's a huge psychological advantage. You are not alone up there. You're relying on your friends, and that shared experience takes a lot of pressure off you as an individual.
What are some practical things a nervous player can do?
Two things.
Right.
First, deep breathing. It actually slows your heart rate. And second, remember that preparation is your best defense. If you know you've practiced hard and you know the music perfectly, that confidence acts like a shield against anxiety.
That idea of preparation goes beyond just the notes, too. An ensemble member is responsible for their instrument.
Absolutely. An ensemble is like a chain. It's only as strong as its weakest link. If your flute is leaking air or a trumpet valve is sticking, you're affecting the whole team's sound.
So we're talking about basic maintenance. Cleaning after rehearsal, oiling valves.
Checking woodwind reeds for chips, keeping string instruments safe in a sturdy case. It's about taking care of your professional equipment. It guarantees you'll be reliable when the team needs you.
And all of that, the practice, the listening, the discipline, the care, it all leads up to the final reward.
The performance. That's the ultimate payoff. There's no feeling quite like being on stage with your team and perfectly executing a difficult piece of music together.
And music has this unique power to tell stories and share emotions without a single word.
It's incredible. That feeling of being part of this powerful, unified wall of sound that moves an audience, it's just really exciting.
And ultimately, the teamwork you learn in an ensemble, those are lessons that apply everywhere in life.
For sure. Discipline, responsibility, cooperation. You use those skills in school projects and sports everywhere. It's collaboration at its highest level.
So playing in a musical ensemble is about mastering your instrument, yes, but it's even more about mastering the art of listening and cooperation. It's how you learn discipline while creating something beautiful.
It's the ultimate collaboration.
See you next time.